What's up guys, Guillaume here, and welcome back to Pro Cycle 2022 for episode number 48 of the Garmin Sharp career mode. In today's episode, we will do the final week of the Tour de France, and if you are wondering why I'm wearing both a hat and a hoodie inside, it is not because I'm scared that the roof will cave in and the truth will cave out. It's because there's people in my comments representing Stefan KÜNG, and they worry me a lot. If you've missed the previous episode, I would not recommend watching it. And yeah, let's move on. I love how my hoodie is just merging directly into the background here. It's quite nice, so if you're seeing anything out of the ordinary, I may just have to put it back on, but I just look clapped. Then again, I'm not sure that's really the hoodie's fault, and probably just mine. But we've got 160 kilometers to start the stage, and look who's attacking, yeah? Are you happy? Please now, Team Stefan KÜNG, leave me alone. Please, just I beg, leave me alone. Please and thank you. It's only the first step of the video and it's already nonsensical. Spotify Quickstep has been pacing 75-80 since I've made the breakaway. Is it due to me having 3 riders ahead? Most likely, yes. But come on. I'm not a threat with Mark Cavendish now, am I? Even for the green jersey. It's not even Spotify Quickstep that has it. We're starting the Côte de la Rochette. I'm trying to stay at the front. How did Lenny and Brandon... How are we this far behind? How is Brandon this far behind? I don't get it. But the peloton came back before we even began the climb. I don't know. I'd love to know. I'd love to understand. On try will. We've had some attacks, Ben O'Connor, Dylan Tunes, Schachmann and Tadej. I've also attacked with Stefan KÜNG to try and just go for the vibes, I guess. Joel Suter and Brandon McNulty, they're not that far behind, if I'm honest. I think Brandon's had this energy, just the positioning was simply horrendous for the American. But he can be back with Joel Suter. Lenny Martinez is in the chasing group now of 21 riders after Stefan KÜNG, and Schachmann is going to come at me because well, that's his job, to be fair. Can't really fault him for doing his job. Oh, crashed, Tadej and Julien have crashed. And Godu. Oh, that's massive. That's a big crash. Well, they're still going to catch Stefan KÜNG, that's not going to make any difference to me. Lenny did manage to get dropped though, which is quite nice. I didn't expect that. Quinn Simmons, Schachmann, Almeida, a couple of the left-handers. I'm not sure I'm going to have the energy to sprint, if I'm honest. We'll still try either way because, well, that's what we do here. Stefan KÜNG, Ida Schelling. Yep, it's a win for the yellow jersey today. It's a win for Ida Schelling ahead of Schachmann and Dylan Tunes. It's P something for Stefan KÜNG. P7 to start the episode. Yeah, I've had worse days, I guess, so far. Stage number 17, and let's make the most of the +5 of Stefan KÜNG again. Let's try to send Mark in the breakaway again, and Magnus Sheffield again. May be able to make the summit of a climb for once in the breakaway. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think we've got potential here. One more climb in the stage, the Côte de Pont-Artino. It's a shame. At the summit of the of Sestriere, we had a 4-minute lead, but Hamilton never tried to relay me on the downhill portion. Magnus Sheffield kind of cracked at the summit, so he's never been able to be of any help. And we've been overtaken again. Fair enough. I would have expected, or at least hoped, I would stay a bit longer in the breakaway. I guess I stand corrected. Final 4 kilometers before reaching Pinerolo. Is this the stage where Thomas Vauclair had crashed in the downhill portion because someone had put nails in it? He may not have crashed, but I think he had gone wide. It might have been this stage, I'm not sure. I've launched too early again with Stefan KÜNG. It's going to be another win for someone like Ida Schelling, innit? For fuck's sake. Schachmann, Pogacar, Tadej. Tadej takes the stage ahead of Schachmann, Higuita, and Schelling. I have launched way too early. It's a P. It's a peloton finish for Lenny Martinez. That's better than the things he's done in the past. We've got some mountains. It's a -4 for Lenny and a -2 for McNulty. But it is a +5 for Stefan KÜNG. I need to do some mathematics. Right. I think I'm low-key forced to send Mark in the breakaway if I want to have a shot at getting the green jersey. I don't think I'll get it. I'm pretty sure if I don't try to get every single point to the ISs so far, I am fucked. So we'll try and do that. We'll also send Sheffield and Magnus in the breakaway because at this point it's just become a like you guys wanted to see Stefan being freed. Well, trust me, freed he shall be. I feel like there's something quite tragic about this tour. Is that I'm in the breakaway with Martinez, Cav, KÜNG, Sheffield. Lenny is already halfway through his energy. And sure, I mean, he's protecting Stefan KÜNG, and it's been the case for like 5 kilometers. He was actually the one being protected before that. I'm very disappointed with the Tour de France of Lenny. So there's 90 kilometers left. Here's the breakaway. It's Magnus, Sheffield, and Stefan KÜNG. We've dropped everyone. Landa, Mas, Godu, Buitrago. Everyone. Literally everyone. I guess this is a massive time trial for Stefan. He's got a 3:30 lead with 30k to go, and he's now climbing the Col du Galibier. Can he do it? Yes or no? Make your bets. 10k, the gap is 2:10, but the energy is lacking and the peloton is attacking, meaning that my gap is slacking. And sadly, I think Stefan KÜNG today is gonna lose. Heartbreak for Stefan KÜNG. But he's done. He's done. Sadly. It's a win today for one of those two riders. It is Juan Ayuso who takes the stage ahead of his former teammate Tadej Pogačar. P3 for Ben O'Connor. Stefan KÜNG is going to fight for a top 5 finish. Ida Schelling is going to come back at us as well. Very nice for Eda trying to defend his yellow jersey. He's going to lose about a minute today, maybe even a bit more. He's going to lose even a bit more actually on Tadej Pogačar. I think he's going to head into the next stage with a 1 minute 20 lead over the Slovenian. This was, from my childhood memories, one of the main stages that made me love cycling. This is Modane Alpe d'Huez with the Telegraph to kick things off, then the Galibier, and then the Alpe d'Huez. This was the craziest stage at that point. I mean, attacks from, I think, Contador and Andy Schleck early on. Thomas Vauclair trying to follow. Then Thomas Vauclair getting dropped in the Galibier, screaming and begging for Pierre Roland to come and help him when he was just light years ahead of him at this point. And then Vauclair coming back, heading into the Alpe d'Huez, Contador, Sam Sanchez, and a very young Pierre Roland attacking, dropping everyone, making a name for himself, realistically. That was the stage I think made me love cycling. This was the Tour de France that made me love cycling. 2010 had me hate it because Andy Schleck lost. 2011 made me love cycling because I discovered that I could provide emotions. Hopefully, I can provide them as well through this stage. Right now, the only emotion I'm getting is anger, and it's towards Arnaud Delis and Joris Nivenius. Here is your breakaway. Joël Sutter, Brian McNulty, Lenny Martinez, Stefan KÜNG, Buitrago, Enric Mas. Okay, maybe not Buitrago, Enric Mas. Wait, how did they get dropped here? I don't know. Also, so as I said, I think mathematically, for the points jersey, I need to win literally every single point there is left. There's another classification I hadn't thought of. It's the mountain one. I'm only 16 points away from Paris-Ventre with Stefan KÜNG. I'm gonna try things today. Why is the peloton already there? Can't you just let me have fun? Am I not allowed to just have fun? Fuck's sake. And Lenny begins the Alpe d'Huez. The gap is 5 minutes. The peloton really let us go in the second half. They just didn't really care in a downhill, but I'm completely on my own. Both Brandon and Stefan are back in the peloton. I wouldn't care about them, but now I low-key do with the mountain classification, so Stefan is now protected by McNulty, and I don't know, we're going to try and just have some vibes. If Joel could get me water before the climb, that'd be great, because it appears that Mercedes, with Carapaz and Vaux through Urani Yates and Bernal, are hammering it out. A quick look at the GC. Leader Shedding leads 108 on Tadej, 154 on Ayuso, and then 5 minutes on Ben O'Connor and Jonas Vingegaard fighting for that P4 position, the chocolate medal, as we'd call it in France. But yeah, I think I'm safe for the stage. Now, if I can do anything with KÜNG for the mountain classification, that'd be quite nice, but I don't really believe in it. 3.8k to go, still 5 minutes for Lenny Martinez. Stefan's still in the group, but then again, nothing really happened. No one's pacing. This could technically be, well, this should be the chance of shelling. Well, there we go. I was expecting some attacks there. They are Bardet, Ayuso, then shelling. I was going to say this is the chance for Ida to do something should no one attack. Well, attack they just did. Lenny Martinez claims a very well-deserved stage at the Alpe d'Huez for a suffering Garmin team. The final weeks is a lot better than the second one, that's for sure. And massive props to Stefan KÜNG. He's going to finish next to Ida Schelling. Yeah, not something I expected, but Stefan KÜNG, McNulty, Schelling, same level. Sitrep, I'm a bit sad. I think mathematically speaking, I've been done. That's why I've lost that's why I failed, I guess, engineering school. Because I think mountain-wise, I'm not gonna get enough points. Shit. It's a shame. I would have needed 6 more points, and Stefan KÜNG would have won the poker classification. Parepente wins it for 1 point ahead of Schelling and Pogacar, and 2 points ahead of Ayuso. Well, sprint-wise, how many points? That's 77. I've also lost that jersey because Arnaud Deli got points today. We're going for stage wins tomorrow, Stefan KÜNG. Let's go. We've got the time trial upon us. The time trial where Kate Evans had sealed his Tour de France win. I completely forgot how to do it because the last time I did this time trial was approximately 12 years ago. So I'm gonna try and navigate a tricky situation. I have reduced the difficulty for the time trial, as I sometimes do. This is on hard, I think. No, it's on extreme, sorry. This one is on extreme. So maybe there's a chance of a win. We'll see. For now, it is Johan Bryce Petersen leading in Grenoble for Timo Banki ahead of Eduardo Affini and Michael Fröhlich-Honoré. Alright, I think I may have found los tácticos that works. It's actually quite simple. Just space with Sheffield. It seems to have worked. I've taken 20 seconds on Ghana. I just need to make sure that I'm not going to destroy my energy in the final 8 kilometers, and I think this should be P1 for Magnus. Across the line for the American time trial champion, and it is the position of P1 107 on the components. I see. So I seem to have been a bit good. McNulty, last year's winner of the Tour de France, starts 36th this morning, 45 minutes behind Ida Schelling. Actually, wait, is it still Ida Schelling? 23 seconds. The Tour de France is going to be played in this time trial as well. This is great. The stakes have never been higher. I mean, unless you give, I don't know, a weed to a cow, in which case your stakes would be high. But different kind of stakes for once. Stefan is also on the road, the European champion, not the World Time Trial champion. That was Filippo Ganna, I think, or someone else. But KÜNG is on the road and he's not there to mess around. He's there to win. Lenny Martinez, yesterday's winner at the Alpe d'Huez begins. He's a shit time trialist, and he's even worse today because he's got a -3. Yeah. Let's not dwell on the upcoming performance of our boy Lenny. Disappointing Tour de France. Very disappointing Tour de France for Lenny. I didn't expect to win again, but didn't think I'd be 21st in the GC. McNulty is getting taken by Stefan KÜNG. Well, that's going to be great for his morale now, isn't it? It's 20 seconds quicker than Sheffield at the intermediate, for Stefan KÜNG. And across the line for the European champion, it is easily P1, 32 seconds quicker than Magnus Sheffield. Unless Tadej Pogacar is in a great shape, that would be the win for Stefan Küng because I don't think anyone really can defeat me on the road. No one's getting... Yeah, no one's gonna come close. Nah. Except, as I said, maybe Tadej Pogačar. That's it. I'll follow directly the battle for the lead. Pogačar 29 seconds behind Ghana at the fastest minute. Ida Schelling has already lost the yellow jersey, virtually speaking, after 14 kilometers. Things aren't looking up for the leader of Liquigas. Juan Ayuso, who's really fighting for nothing, has his P3s basically secured, but then he could maybe try to get P2, I guess? Maybe he can try and overtake Schelling. We'll see how that goes for him. It depends on the performance of the Dutchman. Tadej, 1:16 down at the second intermediate in Côte d'Uriage. That's a decent time for him. Similarly to Simon Yates or Sergio Higuita. Ida just seems a bit further down. I expected him to maybe just push back in the mountain part. 2:01. He's actually reduced the gap a bit. This is what, 45 seconds. Actually, he has not reduced the gap. The gap has gone drastically up. My apologies. Across the line for Tadej Pogačar, Stefan Küng will win in Grenoble ahead of Magnus Sheffield and João Almeida. Tadej 1:59, meaning that if Ida Schelling does not finish in a time of 2 minutes 22 above Stefan Küng, he will lose the Tour de France. Ida Schelling versus history versus the time versus whoever you want. 2:33. It is Tadej Pogačar that wins the Tour de France. But then again, I said that last year and he crashed on the Champs-Élysées. But it appears that Tadej will take the GC for 10 seconds or 11 seconds. Sorry, on Ida Schelling and Juan Ayuso. Heartbreak for Liquigas. Heartbreak for Max. And heartbreak for the entirety of the Netherlands, who finally thought it was their time to win a Grand Tour. Just like a sign, it is raining in Paris on what was a gloomy Garmin Sharp Tour de France. First week was quite good. The entry of the Tour de France was simply staggering, with 2 wins for Mark, a time trial or a team time trial win, Brandon getting the yellow jersey, and everything seemed to be looking up despite not having the greatest of fitness. And then second week just hit me like I got corona for the third time. Yeah, this was an L. We just got battered. Loki recovered in the third and final week. I'm hoping for a win. I'm hoping for Mark to claim yet another Champs-Élysées win here in Paris, because he's the GOAT and he's now got 77 sprint. I don't think he's got a Tour de France left in himself. So this is basically the final chance, or realistic chance, I have of seeing him win the Tour de France, or at least winning the Champs-Élysées, sorry. So that's basically the aim of the stage, is to try and bring Mark Cavendish to yet another success, a triumphant one, on the streets of Paris. Remember last year when Tadej crashed? Yeah, well, imagine that with other riders like Küng, Kristen McNulty, and mostly Juan Ayuso, but they're back in the peloton. Unlike last year, no one acted like an improper brat. Don't know who did that last year. I'm really curious to know who paced with Brandon McNulty and his entire team to try and drop Tadej Pogačar when he would have won the Tour de France had it not been for that incident. Very specific thing to say. The train is ready for Mark Cavendish. 11 kilometers left in this Tour de France. Tobias Haaland Johannesson trying to propel Fabio Jakobsen towards a win on the most prestigious avenue in the world. I believe that would be the win number 5 for Mark Cavendish on the Champs-Élysées. Probably would be the record holder of wins there. I wouldn't be sure because I may have made that number up, but I think he's won 4. Sky in 3 with HTC, I believe. But then again, could be wrong. Final 5 kilometers. Magnus Sheffield has taken the lead of both the peloton and our train. Brandon McNulty will soon do the same. 4 kilometers left. Mark Cavendish is in P4. Tucked in the wheel of Joël Suter himself, tucked in the wheel of yesterday's winner, Stefan Küng, who missed out on the polka dot jersey. Can he at least bring Mark Cavendish towards a win on the Tour de France? We'll take a quick look. 1 kilometer left. There goes Joel Suter. There goes Mark Cavendish. Mark Cavendish. Mark Cavendish. Mark Cavendish on his own on the Champs-Élysées. It's 37. It's heaven for Mark Cavendish, who closes the Tour de France the way he started it. With a win. Untouchable. Untouchable. The Manx Express wins ahead of Tomasz Barta and Joren Verenscholdt, Ethan Vernon and Nathan Richard to complete the top 5. The green jersey of Arnaud de Lee finishes in P9. Disappointing sprint for him, but then again the jersey was not won. The jersey wasn't won, but I don't think Verenscholdt has overtaken him. It's a shame that I couldn't do that on one more stage, because I would have won the green jersey. Jersey that goes to Arnaud de Lee, 322 points for the Belgians. Joren Verenscholdt is second, Mark is third. The great longevity of the now 40-year-old British sprinter. Aurélien Paré-Peintre wins the Polka classification ahead of Tadej Pogačar in the Schelling for 1 little point. Schelling not only misses out on Polka by 1 point, but he also misses out on Tour de France by 11 little seconds. Juan Ayuso comes third with Tadej Pogačar, the Slovenian, adding yet another Grand Tour to his bag. Our best finisher is Lenny Martinez in 21st place with a 27-minute deficit to the Slovenian. When it comes to the best team, we came back from P16 to P9, only an hour and 15 minutes behind the winners, Voxy by Vodafone. Overall, it is 7 stages that we have won in this Tour de France, which is good. I can't fault it. 3 in a row in this Tour de France as well, or at least in this video. A lot better than episode 2, but I'm still obviously disappointed with how I performed. I genuinely did want to at least finish on the top 5. I didn't even make the top 20. Next episode will be the well, technically it should be the transfers, but I don't think I'll have that much activity on the transfers. So we'll see. It'll probably just be, it could be just the Vuelta. I could start with the Vuelta for the next episode. That may be just the plan. European Championships and then Vuelta, or maybe I'll put a new race to replace Poland and try to have fun for a bit. So if you got any races idea, let me know. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode though. If you have, then please do leave a like down below to congratulate Mr. Mark Cavendish on winning his 37th Grand Tour, or Tour de France stage win, should I say. And I shall see you in the very, very near future. My name is Guillaume. Have the most amazing of days. See ya.
Pass me the funk, get your funk on, girl, and don't you ever let it go. We're getting drunk in here, and what comes next will never